Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back. You'll have to bear with me with this kind of filming setup. I'm currently filming on the Sony ZV-E10, I believe it's called. My boyfriend actually bought it for my 30th birthday. Very, very grateful because now the YouTube comeback is definitely going to happen. So, welcome to today's video. Happy New Year. It is currently the 2nd of January and I really want to get some of my goals out in the open, out into the universe. 2025 is going to be my year. I've decided I like 5s on the end of things. I am a 0 and a 5 kind of gal. 2025 has really good connotations for me. If you're new here, my name is Xanthi. I make videos about lifestyle, beauty, fashion, whatever my body compels me to film a video about. Today it's going to be about my 2025 goals. Because I'm now 30, I feel like I am 30, flirty and thriving, and that's what this year is going to be. We're going to be thriving, not surviving. So if you're looking for some goals to add to your New Year's resolutions, or you're just looking for some ways to improve your year, become a better version of you, this video is for you. So I'm going to share with you all of my New Year's resolutions and all of the things that I want to implement into my life this year, just to be a bit of a better person, to be a better adult, because I'm 30 now, so I'm actually a real adult. I suppose you could say this is my 2025 survival guide. We are going to survive and we're also going to thrive. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, then all you've got to do is keep on watching and maybe hit the like button and maybe hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't already. I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers on this account and that is one of my goals for this year. So let's get into it. I've put my goals down in my notes on my phone and put them into a bit of a vision board, and I'm going to put it all on my lock screen. My first goal is to address my shopping addiction. I'm not afraid to say it, I have a clothes shopping addiction. My makeup shopping addiction isn't as bad these days because I have come to realise that I have that much makeup that I genuinely cannot buy anymore because I've got no room for it. And the same goes for clothes. I'm going to have a strict 1 in, 1 out policy this year unless it's something really specific that I need something for, like a wedding. And even if it is a wedding, I'm going to try and buy second hand as well. Try and buy everything through Vinted this year if I can. And I'm going to try and avoid buying brand new stuff. I'm only going to be able to use the money in my Vinted account to buy new clothes if I need them. I'm hoping that's going to address my shopping addiction. I have so many clothes, so this year I'm going to shop my wardrobe. Don't give myself enough time to actually sit and look through my things and find things to wear. So this year I'm going to make more time to make effort with my outfits by using the things that are already in my wardrobe, and just stop buying things, because the more I buy, the harder it is to find outfits, because it's just overwhelming and everything ends up in the back of the wardrobe and I just forget about it. My second goal is to pay off my credit card debt. I feel like people are really open about their credit card debt online now, and me being one of them. I currently have around £7,000 credit card debt, which sounds like a lot, but it's in little chunks. It's literally just an accumulation of overspending, my shopping addiction. Just being a bit irresponsible with money, really, like saying yes to things that I can't afford and buying things that I can't afford. Just here, I am going to pay that money off in 8 months. So if you're wondering how I'm going to do that, well, don't worry. The easiest way to work out how to pay your debt off and to provide yourself with a debt payment plan is to use ChatGPT. So I went into ChatGPT earlier and I typed in all of my credit card debt. I told them what was on what credit card, what interest rates were on what. Most of mine are 0%, so I'm not too stressed about it at the moment, but one of them isn't a 0% one, so that's the one I'm going to focus on first, which just happens to have the smallest balance, which is good for me. So I typed into ChatGPT, I told them exactly how many credit cards I've got, what each balance was on each of them, and what my budget is monthly to pay off that debt. So I've worked out that I have about £750 a month spare to pay off debt with, and ChatGPT has spat out a debt repayment plan for me, and it's calculated that it thinks if I'm really strict, I can pay off all of my debt in 8 months, which I think is amazing. Now, I do have savings as well, and I am tempted to just use a bit of my savings to pay it off. I think this is probably the reason why I've let myself get into this amount of debt, is because I know I've got savings that I can fall back on, and if push came to shove, I could use my savings to pay off my credit cards. I'm going to see if I can pay it off myself because I'm on an okay salary, savings already, so I feel like I have definitely got enough disposable income to put towards that debt. I just actually need to commit to paying it off now, which is always been my problem. If you've got debt somewhere that you want to pay off, get yourself on ChatGPT, ask it to do you a debt payment plan, be really honest, put everything in there, and it will spit one out for you within like 5 seconds. Third goal is to stop having my nails done and stop having my hair done as frequently as I do. So I'm actually quite a high maintenance person. If you know me in real life, you'll probably already know that. I get my hair done every 6 to 8 weeks. I get my nails done every 2 weeks. And when I've actually sat down and worked out how much money I spent on hair and nails last year, it was eye-watering. On my 30th, I actually had some hair extensions put back in, which I don't know why I did that. I didn't need them. I went and bought £300 hair extensions for absolutely no reason is a big fat waste of money because I'm absolutely sick of them already and I've only had them in for a month. I am going to book in with my hairdresser immediately and get them all taken out because they are driving me insane. I just want to have a low maintenance year. I want to let my hair grow. I want to get it nice and healthy again. I want to stop bleaching it. I want to be able to put oils in my hair. I want to be able to clean my scalp properly. And I can't do that when I've got hair extensions in. I'm going to try and limit my hair appointments to 2 a year. So I'm going to try and go once every 6 months. My boyfriend bought me a gel nail lamp for Christmas, which is genuinely the best present I think I've ever received. I'm actually quite good at doing nails and I don't know why I pay someone else to do them when I know that I can do them myself. I only have my hair done twice a year and do my nails myself. I've worked out that I'm going to save over £1,000 a year already. There's more money to pay my debt off with, which is all I'm bothered about right now. I don't care about savings at the moment. All I'm bothered about is paying that debt off. My next goal is quite an extravagant goal, and that is that I want to save £5,000 this year if I can. But once I've got this debt out of the way, I would like to save £5,000 because then in my ISA I'd have a nice round number then. I'm not going to say what the number is because I'm not going to divulge to everyone on the internet how much money I've got in savings because that's just irresponsible. I actually have a loan that we took out when we moved in the house. It's a joint loan, we both pay it. I pay £190 a month towards that loan and that's nearly finished now. I think we've only got about 4 months left on it. So that £190 a month I'm going to put away in savings instead because that's something that has already been accounted for. So I'm not going to miss that money if I don't have it, if that makes sense. Put that £190 away into my ISA every month instead, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll have saved £5,000, including any investment gains that I get on my savings, obviously because it's in a stocks and shares ISA. So I don't think it's a really unrealistic goal, and even if I get a little bit close to that, I'll be really happy. Even if I save half of that, I'll be really happy. My next goal is to do some UGC content this year. If you don't know what UGC content is user generated content. It's basically where brands reach out to you to make content for their social media accounts. You don't post it on yours. They basically pay you to make a video for them and then you just give them the content. I have done a little bit of UGC in the past but never fully dedicated my time to it. I've bought a couple of masterclasses on UGC content and I think it doesn't seem too difficult to get into. Try my hardest to do a bit of UGC content this year and make a bit more money from that. I do make a little bit of money from my TikTok account. That's mainly like TikTok shop sales and like commission through TikTok shop, which I don't really sell that much stuff on TikTok shop anymore because I don't really like doing it, to be honest. I hate ramming products down people's throat. And I'm trying to do a bit of a no spend year myself, so I should practice what I preach. That's just my opinion. I try and reach out to brands a little bit more, put myself out there. Next goal is a bit of a fitness goal. I would like to lose 2 kg. I do feel like it's quite hard to lose weight when you're not like significantly overweight, if that makes sense. I'm going to try my best to get all my steps in, go to the gym a little bit more, just eat a little bit better. I eat quite well anyway and I don't overeat. I'm not an indulgent person. I'm not a big eater in general. January, I'm going to try and do 10k steps a day. I've already done that today, which I'm really happy about. What I've been doing is I've been splitting it into 2. I take the dog out in the morning or I take him out in the afternoon and then we do another walk on the evening as well. So if you're wanting to do 10k steps a day, the easiest way to do it for me is to just break that up into 2 or 3 walks. So you can do 3 30-minute walks or 2 45-minute walks. 90 minutes will give you about 10k steps depending on how quick you walk, obviously. This is just a little challenge that I've set myself. Started off really well, so I'm really pleased with myself. But that goal kind of lends nicely into my next goal, which is that I want to try and cook 7 days a week. Hopefully the whole of January, and then if I can do January, I'll try and do it all in February as well. This really shouldn't be a problem for me because I absolutely love cooking. It's just having the motivation to do it sometimes. This afternoon I bulk cooked a tuna pasta salad. So now for the next 3 days, me and my boyfriend have both got tuna pasta salad for lunch, which is great. To be really like naughty on the weekends. We tend to eat like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like I'll cook. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we tend to go out to eat or have takeaways. And we waste so much money on food when I can literally cook just as good as going out to a restaurant. My boyfriend says this to me all the time. He's like, why do we go out to eat when you're literally just as good at cooking as the food that we're eating out? I'm going to take that as a massive compliment and I'm going to try and cook 7 days a week all the way through January because like I said, I like cooking and I'm really good at it, so why not just cook? Makes sense. Next goal is that I want to do some therapy this year, and I'm not in a particularly bad headspace or anything like that. I just feel like a little bit of therapy would go a really long way. I struggle with anxiety. I've been quite open about my anxiety on this account before. I just really like to learn a few ways to kind of control that anxiety so that I can have a bit of a better quality of life, really. Like, I really struggle to say no to people, and that's probably the biggest thing that I struggle with, because it really is a detriment to my own life a lot of the time. Like, I will give up my free time to help other people, and then I feel really overwhelmed with my life. I feel like I need a bit of professional help with it, so I am going to try and get a bit of therapy in this year. I'm going to try and save money elsewhere, so I feel like I will have a little bit of money to have the odd, just a monthly or bi-monthly therapy session, just to help with my anxiety a little bit. I feel like that's what a responsible adult would do. My goals last year were to not stay in the house and to stop being like so antisocial, and to actually get out and do more. And I definitely did more last year, but this year I want to build on it. I want to do even more this year. And that doesn't necessarily mean going out spending money. I just mean going on walks, meeting friends for a coffee, inviting people round, see my friends more, and I want to do more this year. Like, sometimes you have to say yes to things, otherwise you'll waste your life just sitting in the house doing nothing. Conclusion that I had to come to, because I am a sucker for staying in and being cozy at home when there are so many things to do, so many things to see. If that means doing it by myself, then so be it. People aren't always free. Everyone has their own lives. People have got their own agendas. And sometimes you just have to do things by yourself. Otherwise, you won't do it at all. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But they're all my goals for this year, and I don't think any of these are like really unachievable, or they're all working towards a better goal, and the things that I can build on and healthy habits that I can create in my life. Say priority wise, paying off my debt is my priority. I'm 30 now and I don't want to have debt. I want to be a sensible adult with a pot of money. Let me know if you found any of these goals useful, or is anything that you can implement into your life, or if there's anything that you think I'm missing a trick on and there's things that I could implement that you're doing. Leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to know how you're planning on thriving and surviving in 2025. I'm actually feeling really positive about this year. Feel like now that I'm 30, I've got a fresh new outlook. If you liked this video, please like, please subscribe, leave me a comment, turn on the notifications if you haven't already. And that's my 2025 goals and New Year's resolutions. So I hope everyone had a lovely new year, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.